You are here to watch the debates for our presidency of our country paradise, which you are all citizens of, okay? So, we are going to have 4 different debates for you to watch and ask questions about, okay? During the debates, the teachers will be moderators, okay? My LS class, what's a moderator?
Ask questions.
They're people who lead the debate and ask questions to kind of guide the argument, okay? At certain points, you will be asked to ask questions as well, okay? So pay attention to their arguments, pay attention to their ideas and their plans, because you might find some problems with some of them maybe, okay? Alright, were all of you able to hear? There are a couple problems in our country, right? Okay? There's a problem with education. There's a problem with our neighbor, the country of perdition, who we don't really like. Okay? There's a problem with with our taxation system. Our taxes are crazy. Okay? There's a problem with our healthcare system. And there's a problem with whether or not the president should have lots of power, okay? So these are the ideas that all 4 of these different people are going to be debating about, all right? So to give you some ideas, first, the party whip. What's the party whip? What's their job?
They control the party.
They are the mafia of the party. They go around to the other party members and say, you vote with us, okay? We have economics advisors. What's their job? Yes. They help with taxes, things like that, alright? We have party leaders who will be debating. What's the party leader's job? They guide the party. And then we will have the presidential candidates. What's a candidate? Person who's trying to become the president. Our 2 presidential candidates are Sultan al-Mutawa and Abdurrahman al-Ghanam. Okay?
Thank you guys, thank you.
After the debate today, they will have 1 week to campaign. Campaign means try to convince you to vote for them. Alright? Voting is next Wednesday. Alright? I'll give something to your teachers that lets you vote next week. Okay? Just come find me, alright? Part of the process of this was the students had to create commercials. A campaign ad for their candidates, alright? So, we have one that's on YouTube, so I'm going to show you this one, alright?
What about the other group?
You'll have to talk to them if you want to see their campaign ad. Alright, so this is for the green party, right? Alright.
Turn off the light.
Yeah, that's fine.
Trustful genius, dedicated Muslim. Upgraded. Trustful genius, dedicated Muslim. Upgraded. I'm Obama's friend. We used to study in the same college. We didn't care about his own power.
Good job, guys.
They did drugs, they did drugs. They smoked Sultan is the best solution for our problems. Analyze our solution and give the best solution. Sultan had graduated from Harvard School and he has one of the best law offices in the Britain. Then he joined to the party since May 1990 and he has become the senator for 10 years. Sultan, he should be the first. I have known Mr. Mustafa for a long time. I remember one day we were walking back from school when he saw two boys beating up a second grade kid. He went there and defended them. Although he had some punches, he sought up for the kid. This type of person you want as a president, one who stands up for the weak person.
As his brother, I'm very honored and proud of my brother Sultan. I know he will be the best president known to mankind because his very utterly beautiful mustache, which in moments give hope and inspiration to millions.
Careful about your votes. Your votes will affect your future and also your family future. Do not vote for someone who don't have ability to make it. Make the right decision and vote to someone who has responsibility and commitment to his life. Peace, education, and economy are important. Vote to someone who believes in these aspects.
The current education status is system. I am going to bring a great teachers from overseas to create innovative environments. Establish organizations to encourage innovative and maintain innovators. I am Sultan Tawa. I brought this message.
Alright, so now we are going to start the debates with the two party whips. So we need the green party whip here and the purple party whip there. Alright, each person will have 2 minutes to speak. Then you will be allowed to ask questions, alright? Alright, so, this question is for both party whips, okay? According to your party's websites, both parties want peace with perdition. How does your party plan to achieve that peace? We'll start with Junil from the Green Party.
My party wants to be peace with the Eritrean, the other country. But as you know, the peace will come from the power actually. So our peace will be threatened that the other country. It's not attack, but threaten them. So the peace will come with the threaten to other country, and they scare about the paradise country. So we will do right there. We will do right there.
Mr. Abdul Karim.
Okay. So the peace with the other country will be like it's not like peace like everyone will be like alone. Our peace will be like to work together to build our country together, to share our knowledge and education, and to protect each other from other countries, and to build our country to the best.
How do you plan to deter the other country from attacking our country?
Is that from me?
Yes.
Okay. We have both countries that have armies, and we can share our experience armies to protect each other. Like if a country attack the other country, which we have peace with them, we can send our army to protect them and to save their citizens. And if we had attack as well, they can't protect us.
Mr. Yoon?
We used to have war with the other country like 3 or 4 times. So as we run from that situation, the history. So the first one we have power. is the most important one. So, and then if we have power and we can debate to other country easily, so they should follow our rule because we are the more power than their country. That is my plan.
All right, citizens, would any of you like to address a question to one of the candidates?
How can you have peace if you treat another country?
I used to live in Korea. We had war like 1950, and then the Korea they have been growing their power, and then I heard about my friend in Korea had tension between the North Korea like 4 weeks ago, but the Korea had more power. So the North Korea they attacked the South Korea, but South Korea have more power, and South Korea said, okay, come on, we can take a war. And then North Korea they scared about scared about the South Korea's opinions about their, so that tension is over. The North Korea they follow the South Korea's opinions about their. So I think that is the best way to protect from the war.
Both sides, both sides have critical situation. I mean, each one watch another and waiting for any action to avoid it. So it's not really.
But peace
good
is
idea.
not permanent. Peace is not permanent. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, party whips. All right, up next are the economics advisors for the Green Party and the Purple Party. All right, this question is for both of you. Recently, our country has been overwhelmed with taxes, but both parties claim they will raise taxes. Why should voters choose either party if all we will be doing is paying more in taxes? Mr. Alzuri, please.
Before I answer this question, I have to say something. In our parties, we don't look for where we have been. We look for where we will be. And the answer of this question, first of all, we have to reduce the tax.
You claim that you have increased taxes. In your budget plan, it says that you will increase taxes.
Yeah, we reduce the tax by we don't let the middle class buy more than more upper class. So in this case, we have to reduce the tax to make it the same for the different classes. So this is my answer of this question.
Okay. So I think we have to have a structured plan, well-structured tax plan. We have to have progressive tax and charge more tax on the higher incomes. So the lower income people have to pay less, and the higher income people have to pay more. And I think we should increase the taxes only for the people who have higher salaries.
You don't have to think. The voters or the citizens
That
have
is our
to
plan.
make our strategy.
That is our plan.
So, in our party, we have many resources. So to make our economy better than what was. So we have to focus our strategy in the party. We have to focus in education. We have to improve and develop our education. This is first step of our plan.
How will you do it? By increasing taxes.
I'm not saying that I will increase the taxes. I say I will reduce the taxes.
Reduce the taxes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second steps or the second strategy, our strategy, we have to focus on human resource. Because the human resource has more power. They can make change. They can make the difference.
How will you finance it? How will you finance?
I answered this question before I said the second step. So I said that we have to improve the education. Because if
How will you
we
improve education? With which financial resources?
answer this question,
Me?
yeah,
I will increase taxes. I will increase taxes for high incomes. I will spend more. I will support investments. So in the long term, we have more investors. We can what's the word? We can attract foreign investors by subsidizing their production and by lowering taxes on income, on not income but on inputs.
you said you will focus on income.
Yeah.
So we don't have to take the people's money.
Yeah.
So we have to look at the cost and the and benefit.
Yeah.
So your party say you will look at the cost. So why
Why are you claiming we look at the cost? What? I don't understand.
you said you will look at the income? If you want to lead your country or the citizen to get a good life, in this case you have to don't look at the cost. You have to focus on the benefit.
We have two distinctions. One is short term, one is long term. The short term, we have to spend more. We have to bring more foreign investors. We have to lower the taxes, so people. We have to lower interest rates, so people have more. People will be able to invest more, which will all in all increase money supply, which will increase prices, which will increase overall level of standard of living. So we have to look in the short term and in the long term. Short term will have its costs, but in the long term the benefits will be greater than the costs from the short term.
Thank you, economics advisors. Thank you very much.
That's it.